I'm Nick Seco from HomeRight Windows and Doors, and we're located in Waynesboro, Pennsylvania. So we do vinyl replacement windows, we do steel and fiberglass entry doors, we do aluminum storm doors, and we do sliding patio doors, all made by Provia. The windows are a vinyl replacement window, and it could be anything from double hungs to casements to bay and bow windows and everything in between. So when somebody calls in the office and needs an estimate, they get Roxanne on the phone typically, and she would schedule an appointment for me to come out and take some measurements, provide some literature, go through what options we have, and then I would follow up within about 24 to 48 hours with an estimate with all the details of the products as well as the installed price. I find that we're typically much more affordable than the companies that you see advertising on TV or in a lot of other places. If they're spending a lot of advertising dollars, obviously they're passing those costs on to their consumers. You could go to our website at homerightwaynesboro.com, or you could call us at 717-749-4874.
Local and live, covering Franklin and Washington counties, it's Let's Talk TriState with Tiny and Katie.
Welcome to Let's Talk TriState, all powered by HomeRight Windows and Doors in Waynesboro, the right choice winner in the 2024 Best of the TriState Awards. Familiar faces joining us for the second time on Let's Talk TriState today. We have Chris and Jody from Shippensburg Produce and Outreach. Folks, how are you?
Good, thank you. Thanks for having us.
It's great to see both of you. It's not on camera, but you can see it. They both brought me a T-shirt from SPO, so proudly fly those colors any chance I get. When we had you here last, it was leading up to the holidays. We were talking about, obviously, the need is so great, and usually the greatest, I should say. But Shippensburg Produce and Outreach, SPO for short, the need does not end when New Year's rolls around. Everyday life for people goes on that depend on SPO. So, Jody, let's start with you. Take us through, if anyone who's watching has not seen your previous interview, and I encourage everyone to do that, but tell us about SPO, how it got started, how you got involved, what you do, and some of the costs that are incurred with this.
Sure. So Shippensburg Produce and Outreach SPO is the primary food pantry serving the Shippensburg area. So we have about 75% of our clients are households in Cumberland County and about 25% in Franklin County. We have about 1,000 families, households on our roster that we serve throughout the year. We serve about 400 of those folks every week, so 400 households, which usually amounts to over 1,000 people every week are getting food. So the way it works is folks that are in need of food can come every week Tuesday. We do distributions from 3:30 until 6 p.m. And they have to be registered, but it's pretty easy to fill out the paperwork to get registered, meet some income thresholds, get registered, and walk away with a couple bags of groceries. One of the bags of groceries is a nice bag of fresh produce. There's some dry goods like noodles, canned goods. And then there's also a bag of I'll call them cold foods like meat or eggs or something along those lines.
Well, eggs, that's highfalutin nowadays, wouldn't you think?
It absolutely is.
The price of things.
Yeah, so when you asked about how much stuff costs with the price of eggs going up, it's costing a lot more. And
no more cake mix, no more.
No, there's no cake. Yeah, the eggs just themselves are in the good. It's good nutritious food, of course. And so we try to include as much nutritious food as we can in our distributions based on how much money we have to spend and how much we're able to raise. And that's why we came today, is here for the fundraising event.
Yeah, exactly. And I wanted to hit on that. Chris, I'm going to jump to you on this one because Jody gives me a wonderful segue, so I'm going to take full advantage of it. Right. A lot of people, I think, have a misconception that, or at least a perception, that food banks, they get their food for free. I think, even I, when I was younger, thought that was the case. Well, a food bank, these businesses gave this, and this business gave this, and they compile it, and then basically the food bank is the organizational body of distributing the food that they get for free. That's not the case, and we made sure we hammered that home when you guys were here before the holidays. Tell us about that, Chris, how it's not free like we would think.
That's absolutely right, Tiny. While we do get some donations from community organizations, from some of our corporate partners, we're spending over $200,000 a year to operate and distribute the food that Jody highlighted. We received the funding to do that largely through donations.
Yeah.
And we are excited to be a participant each year with Match Madness that is hosted by Partnership for Better Health, which is a community outreach organization based in Carlisle. This year, the sponsors for Match Madness are Wellspan Health and M&T Charitable Foundation. Mm-hmm. So throughout the month of March, from midnight March 1st through midnight on the 31st, people can go to Partnership for Better Health website or directly to SPO's website, shipout.org, and make a donation. The advantage of Match Madness during the month of March is those funds are matched up to $1,000.
Wow.
So this is really an opportunity to accelerate our funding. It's one of our two largest fundraising campaigns of the year, the second being at the end of the year for Thanksgiving. But this is really a jump start to our year to help bring in the funds to buy the food that goes out the door. Where we are now at the beginning of March, we've already surpassed the volume where we were in 2024, mm-hmm. and 2024 was already an increase from 2023.
And when you say that, you're talking about the number of families, number of folks who need assistance.
That's correct. So we anticipate continued growth throughout this year. We aren't seeing any indicators that the demand will go down. We're hoping that it can plateau, but we are anticipating further growth in demand for food assistance and those food costs that you highlighted. But yes, it costs us over $200,000 a year just at Shippensburg Produce and Outreach, just at SPO, to operate, buy the food, and get it out the door.
So talking about the Match Madness program, you said match funds up to $1,000. Is that up to $1,000 per donation or total?
It's the first $1,000. Our goal for this campaign is $40,000.
Okay.
And there are some rules associated mm-hmm. With doing the donation. So rather than donating directly to SPO, it's through the Partnership for Better Health's Match Madness link. But all of those funds that are made for SPO to Match Madness will come back to SPO at the end of the month. Yeah.
So doubling up your donation.
Essentially.
Which is great. So take us through again, Jody, the area that you serve. I know we say Shippensburg, mm-hmm. and that's true. It's your home base. It's where everything is, and that is the area that you guys best serve. But does it go anywhere beyond Shippensburg proper? I know there's a bit massive rural area that, like when you say Hagerstown, it's the outskirts of Hagerstown. How does it work with SPO?
So I'm going to defer to Chris on that one. He's the expert on the area, so I'll hand it off to him.
Chris, back to you.
Anybody who needs food can come to SPO and get food. If somebody is outside of the Shippensburg area or does not have employment within the Shippensburg area and comes to SPO, they're going to get food that day.
Sure.
If their residence is, say, in Chambersburg or Gettysburg or Carlisle, we will refer them to our partners in those vicinities. Mm-hmm. But anybody who needs food can come to SPO and get food that day.
I think it's amazing and commendable that you operate it that way. Mm-hmm. That a person could come. Our first question is not where are you from. We'll find that out. Mm-hmm. But our first priority is that no matter what, this person is leaving with food today. Mm-hmm. And then hopefully, it's not that we don't want to help them, but we know that there are places that are better served and, probably closer for them,
right.
As it were.
Exactly.
That's really great. So Match Madness, again, the two sponsors you said you have M&T Bank and Wellspan Health.
Correct.
Both. Mm-hmm. And they are matching dollar for dollar, correct?
It's up to $150,000 for the total pool, but those two organizations have been very generous. Partnership for Better Health has been putting this on for a number of years. Mm-hmm. There are 55 total organizations wrapped up into Match Madness. They're all great organizations that serve very specific needs. But we are proud to be part of Partnership for Better Health's Match Madness. We're very appreciative to Wellspan, to M&T. And to all the other community partners, our brothers and sisters in this endeavor.
Who are all doing the same thing, Jody. Mm-hmm. You all are gathering around this very worthy cause.
Yes.
You figure even, let's just say it was, equal to 5 organizations or 6 organizations, $175,000 extra dollars can go a long way, right?
Yeah, so we're if for folks who like a little bit of competition, the more funds that is designated for SPO. So if somebody donates to SPO or on behalf of SPO, if they go on the website, there's a QR code on Shippensburg Produce and Outreach, our website, shipout.org. There's a QR code to donate. If they go and they donate for SPO and they'll select SPO, what they donate, so will be matched up to a certain point, and anything we raise beyond that, we get a portion, a percentage portion of that $150,000 that is available to everyone. So the higher percentage that we raise, the more of that pool that we get. So it's a little bit of a competition for people who like that.
I love it.
They want to help us win.
Do they have a live update on the website?
No.
There's not a live tracker. We will get weekly updates at best, but partnership managing 55 different organizations can't do it in real time. But we are able to get some data back to help us track our progress throughout the month.
Well, let's do it. Shipout.org is the website.
Shipout.org is our website. There's a QR code on our website. It will take people to the Partnership for Better Health website because they're the ones running it. But when they get to that website, they'll just want to make sure they select Shippensburg Produce and Outreach. And that's how that Partnership for Better Health will know that the funds, 100% of what's donated for SPO will come to us, plus a little bit more, whether it's the match part or the percentage of the big pool. If we win more, if we're the top fundraising, then we're going to get the most.
Can totally do it.
Yes.
Absolutely can do it.
We're excited.
Well, Chris and Jody, as far as I know, we cover Match Madness and we're ready to roll, but I want to make sure.
I got one more thing.
What you got?
We're also doing, as part of Match Madness, we're doing a lasagna dinner fundraising event this Friday.
Don't bury the lead.
Sorry. I mean, if it was fit, it's the foods, and it's going to be good. So our best cook is actually the one making lasagna. She's fantastic. Terry's putting the lasagnas together, and Alice she's our baker, and she's making zucchini bread for dessert. But anyway, so this Friday at Memorial Lutheran Church in Shippensburg, from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. is lasagna dinner fundraiser.
I'm going to write this down.
It's basically donate what you can. So if whoever donates at that dinner, that's going to go into our Match Madness pool. So it's still part of the Match Madness, but it's kind of just the one-day thing. It's going to be great food. It's going to be Italian themed. There's going to be music, Italian music. I've been told that there will be accordion music, so I'm super excited. And then for anyone who's interested, I think from 4 to 6 p.m., we're going to have our warehouse open and be giving people tours. So if folks are interested in learning about what we do behind the scenes or just kind of want to see the food pantry, they're welcome to come. Will
there be to-go option for the lasagna dinners? Or?
Yes, there will be.
Okay, great.
And the tour is something new that we're doing this year. You know, we're a transparent organization. We want people to see where their support is going.
Sure.
And also another way to encourage people to come volunteer with us on Tuesdays.
Yep. Yeah. Very good. Well, Chris and Jody, worthy calls.
Thank you, Tiny.
You're two of my favorite guests that we have. You're just so, you really, the passion that you have for this, the belief in the mission, it just shows through. And I'm hoping that everyone who's watching today can get behind this. Shipout.org is the website. And I want to make sure we get the times right. So the Match Madness runs through the end of the month.
Correct.
Shipout.org, QR code, click on that, scan on that, do whatever you need to do, match dollar for dollar. And then Friday, 4 to 7 at the
Memorial Lutheran Church in Shippensburg.
Okay, that's where you get the lasagna. You better beat me there because if you don't, I can't guarantee there'll be any left. But I'm sure they're going to have.
My mom's making cookies too. So
wow, does she do this at home? Like she'll tell you everything, but she'll tell you everything. Yes, it's great.
I don't eat them all before.
It keeps you on the hook. It keeps you interested in going through.
You know something great's coming,
and then delivers. Always delivers
every time. Well, you mentioned M&T Bank and WellSpan Health are your partners with the Match Madness, so let's give them a little extra love. WellSpan Health, winner of the American Hospital Association's Quest for Quality Award. Online, wellspan.org. Thank you for joining us on Let's Talk TriState.
Let's Talk TriState.
If you'd like to be featured on an upcoming episode of Let's Talk TriState, call 717-597-9200 or email letstalk@921thegoat.com.